Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Munangiwa, aka The Chosen One, your one and only true vendor boy from South Africa, currently living as an English teacher in China. So on today's episode, I'm going to talk about teaching English online. If you are somebody who does a 9 to 5 and currently need extra cash, or if you are a recent graduate having graduated recently and not having any job at all, or you have graduated long time ago and still you don't have any sort of income and you want to make some income, this video is definitely for you. Please stay tuned and do not forget to hit the subscribe button. I say it's free, and when I say it's free, they won't charge you anything, so please stay tuned. I'm going to talk using iTalki as one of the English online teaching platforms. So with iTalki, there are two different groups. There is a professional group and also there is a community group. If you want to be a professional teacher, you must have a degree, you must have a certificate, you must also be from a native English speaking country, you must also be fluent in speaking language, you must also have a C2 level of speaking the language. But if you want to be a community tutor, all you have to do is be 18 years old, or also in professional teacher, you should be from 18 years and above. And also with community tutor, you should be from 18 years and above. So with community tutor, because the requirements are not too strict, they do not require you to have a qualification, you don't have to have a degree, you don't have to have a teaching experience. All you have to do is be fluent in English, and if your accent is just like mine, you do qualify to teach on iTalki. Another requirement would be self-introduction video. With your self-introduction video, it can be from 1 minute to 3 minutes, and when you shoot a self-introduction video, make sure that the background is quiet and also make sure that the background is white and clear. With your self-introduction video, all you are doing is just to let people know how good of a teacher you are. You are showing people your teaching ability, your teaching style, and that's all that matters when you are doing self-introduction video. If you have qualification, that's where you can also include your qualification on your self-introduction video. You can also mention the name of the country that you are coming from. Other requirement is that you must have, and this is a must, you must have a good internet connection. When you have a stable internet connection, it helps you to teach students nicely without any interference. You can teach using a laptop or you can teach using a computer. You just have to make sure that your computer is mounted with a camera so that you can have a direct conversation with a student. Another requirement is that you should be from a native English speaking country. There are 6 recognized native English speaking countries: South Africa, the US, UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. You should be from these 6 native English speaking countries. The application process, you can log on to www.italki.com and submit your information. After you submit your information, you will have to fill in if you want to be a professional teacher or if you want to be a community tutor. So they will send you a link and you have to click the link so that you can verify your information before you can specify which type of a teacher you want to be, if you want to be a professional teacher or a community tutor. And also with the professional teacher and a community tutor, a professional teacher do get a lot of money compared to a community tutor because the requirements in professional teacher, they are more strict, and the requirements in community tutor, they are not that strict. They only need you to be fluent in speaking the language. iTalki does not have a curriculum. You can log onto the internet, try to download worksheets, try to download materials that will provide you with the curriculum, because iTalki does not come with any curriculum that you need to follow. You have to create your own curriculum. You have to also create your own teaching plan. So once you have a curriculum and once you have a teaching plan, any student that you enroll with, they will say that you are a serious teacher and you are a community teacher because you have a curriculum and you have a lesson plan. So you have a direction of where you want to go as a teacher if you are having a curriculum. But with a community tutor, you don't really need like a curriculum because you're just conversing with anyone to talk about. But also it's important that you have a teaching plan even if you are on community tutor, because you just don't have to waste somebody's time and somebody's money by just talking something which is not relevant, by talking about something that will not benefit the student. How to get students on iTalki? Just make sure that after you have registered and after they have approved you, try to open as many slots as possible for you to be having students, and try to charge a low rate per hour because you're just a beginner, you don't have an experience. And most of people, they will say that you don't have an experience and they will come to you because your hourly rate is low. But let's say you have just registered and your hourly rate is too high, they will run away because of, first of all, you don't have the teaching experience, and they will want to go to somebody who has more teaching experience. Another best way to get students on iTalki is to open demo classes. When you open demo classes, by demo classes I mean a demonstration class where you invite students to come to your class, show them how you teach, show them how you speak, show them your teaching ability. So with a demo class, you are just showing yourself. You are actually selling yourself to your students. And most teachers do get students through demo classes because that's where you find that they are selling themselves to the students, and the students fell in love with the teachers through a demo class. Make sure that during your demo class, you try to build a strong relationship with your students. By doing this, you are building a loyal customer base. When you have loyal customers, even if you increase your hourly rate, they will not go away because they are used to your teaching. There is no student, and I guarantee you, there is no student that want to hop from one teacher to another teacher. Even if you increase your hourly rate from 80 rands per hour to 200 rands per hour, if your students are loyal to you and they have been loyal to you and you have been friends for too long, they will not go anywhere because they know your worth, they know of how much of a good teacher you are on iTalki. Teaching on iTalki is also flexible because you set your own teaching schedule. You have to make your own teaching schedule. You don't have to wait for somebody to give you a teaching schedule. You can set if you want to teach the whole day or if you want to teach 10 hours a day. That's if you are really free. If maybe you want to teach 5 hours a day, you can also set on that time that you want to teach 5 hours a day. Which lead me to the topic, how much you can make while teaching online using iTalki. With how much money you can make can depend on a lot of things. It can depend on how free you are the whole day or what kind of a job you do. If maybe you do a 9 to 5 job, it can depend on how free you are after your 9 to 5 job. If you are a student, it can also depend on how free you get or the time that you will have to start teaching online. So let's start with somebody. Let's say I will make an example with someone who is unemployed, right? It means that the person has like the whole day to themselves if they don't have any other commitments to be teaching online. And let's say you are charging 200 rands per day, so you can just multiply 200 rands per day and multiply it by, let's say 5, which is 1000. So that's like 1,000 a day for teaching online if you're going to teach like 10 hours a day, but which is like sort of humanly impossible because there's no way like someone can teach 10 hours a day unless like truly you are so much dedicated and you want to take 10 hours from your 24 hours a day to be teaching English online. Charging students, you have to be like more reasonable. Let's say you are a beginner, you have just started opening your iTalki account. You don't have to like start charging people maybe 200 rands per day, per hour. You don't have to start charging people like maybe 300. You can start from as little as 80 rands per hour, and then you can gradually increase your hourly rate. If you see that you have a lot of students, you can start increasing your hourly rate, and then by doing that you will be able to control the amount of students that you have. But if you feel like the amount of students that you have, they are still increasing even though your hourly rate is low, maybe 100 rand, you can maybe increase it to 200 rand. And if you increase it to 200 rand and then you teach maybe 5 hours a day, that's 200 rand multiplied by 5, which is a lot of money. It's 1,000 per day. And let's say maybe you teach 10 hours a day, that's like 2,000 a day, and you can multiply it by, let's say, 30 days, which are 30 days in a month. That's if you will be teaching every single day online on iTalki. You can make up to 30,000 rands on iTalki if you are teaching every day, and your hourly rate is, let's say, 200 rands per hour. So you don't really have to worry about any other things. 30,000 is a lot of money, but that's more extreme. If we can look at it, there's no one that can like really teach 10 hours a day. You have other commitments, but if maybe you want to teach 6 hours or 7 hours a day, you can still make enough money. There are people who are making, let's say, close to 50,000 per month. There are people who are making close to 20,000 a month. And let's say those people maybe are charging 300 rands per hour. And you find that people who are charging 300 rands per hour are people who have a lot of experience of teaching online, and then they are professional teachers. But if you are just a beginner, the amount of money that you can at least expect to get on iTalki at the end of the month can be like 5,000. but that's if maybe your hourly rate is too low and you are teaching less hours in a day. But if you are teaching maybe 8 hours to 7 hours, 7 hours to 8 hours a day, not 8 hours to 7, but 7 hours to 8 hours a day, you can make as close as to 15,000 rands per month. That's the amount of money that you can make by just teaching online. If you can look at it, it all depends on the law of supply and demand. So the higher the price, the less students that you have, and the less the price, the more students that you have. But if you want to balance this equation, just make sure that your hourly rate is reasonable, your hourly rate matches the experience that you have and matches your teaching proficiency on iTalki. Some people are making a living from teaching online. They don't need like a 9 to 5 job. They don't need any job. By just teaching online, they are making a living out of it. They're traveling around the world because they are teaching online and they make their own teaching schedule. There's a guy that I know is teaching online. He's living in Thailand right now. He set his own time schedule and is enjoying himself by the beach. Whenever he needs time to teach, he just go and teach and get money, and then the money gets transferred to his account. How you get paid on iTalki? They pay you either through PayPal, direct payment, and the other one I forgot, but the easiest way that you get paid is through direct bank transfer and also through PayPal. Other people start teaching online, they make a lot of money all at once, but with other people they start making less money, and then they just gradually increase, and then you find that their monthly salary on iTalki is increasing. And again, do not forget that iTalki, from the amount of money that you will be making, they will charge you 11% commission from whatever amount of money that you have made. Besides iTalki, there are also other companies that you can register to. There is Cambly, there is Palfish, there is VIP, there is GoGoKid, and also EF, where you can also teach English in. But I will not cover all these other companies, but these are some of the companies that you can go and have a look at if you want to teach English online. Unlike Cambly, with Cambly it's a bit difficult to get a spot to teach online on Cambly, but with iTalki it's quite easier. Their requirements are straightforward. The application process is also quite easy. Hopefully you find this video informative. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one. I'm out of here. Bye bye.